standing here along the Old Port Bay Road, and it's, of course, everyone knows that it's budgeting period where government and parliament are scrutinizing the new financial allocations and programs for the financial year 2023-2024. But when they had this information, the Uganda Local Government Workers Union also issued another notice to the Minister of Public Service, copying it to the Vice President, the Parliament of Uganda, Minister of Finance, and all relevant authorities, reminding them of the collective bargaining agreement that was signed in 2018. And they, of course, they are demanding for salary enhancements. That's why I'm speaking to the Secretary General of Uganda Local Government Workers Union to understand why they are making more threats of going for an industrial action if government does not comply with the agreement that is the collective bargaining agreement. Mr. Hassan Modiba, good morning to you, and thank you so much for speaking to me about your demands.
Yes, thank you very much, Mwami Mbide, for hosting me and also that good introduction, background. It is true that last financial year we had the Audion Industrial Action, and we were invited by government to negotiate, and we had to listen to them. Because the negotiation or labor relations is not statistics. It is managed according to dynamics at hand. When the government approached us and assured us that they don't have money at that time, and they promised, actually committed themselves in writing, that they are going to push it to next financial year, which is 2023-2024, and they will make it a priority funded activity. And we took their words because we are meeting Honorable Muludi Mukasa, and they gave a copy to the Vice President, the Prime Minister, and all government officials who are respectable.
You know,
So we believe that they are going to live by their word. Unfortunately, when the first call circular came out for this financial year, which is being processed, the issue of salary enhancement is missing out. So that's why we didn't want to take chances. We had to come out and remind them of their commitment that you promised us this, and that's why we communicated to them.
But you know very well that even last year you took the same action. You tried to threaten them. You had a meeting. They didn't even fulfill this in the previous financial year. You tried to go on strike, on industrial action, but still nothing yielded. And the same thing may even happen this financial year. And what will be done when you continue with the threats?
That is the reason why the public should support local government workers, because we have been law-abiding. When government says this, we keep quiet. We let down. We go by their word. Now, if we have done it several times and they have not lived by their word, this time around, I think nobody will blame local government workers for laying down the tools, because we have been not laying down tools, relying on their promise. But now that they have proven that they don't live by their word, then we shall have no reason again to believe in them this time.
Let's get it clearly. The lowest paid government worker, local government worker, how much is that person earning, and how much would you like that person earn?
No, now the lowest is getting around 180,000, that's the officer tenant in local government. And the agreement we concluded are to go around 1.5. That is what we signed. You must get 1.5 per month. Yes.
And then this, from where you've petitioned, like Parliament of Uganda, have you had any responses from Parliament, from different ministries on on your call and the demands?
We haven't received it, but I hope they will respond. They will respond because we have issued this notice this Monday, and I know within a week we shall have responded, but I trusted that they will respond.
But you know, you are not the only one who want the salary enhancements. Even other workers, we've seen the medical profession, the teachers, and everyone. And the government says, look, we've just gone through COVID-19, and then we're trying to see that the economy keeps moving and keeps afloat. They are saying that we don't have much money, though we made a promise. You can see the economic situation that we are in.
No. That's not the issue. That how do you appropriate the wage bill? Because the wage bill, if you look at the budget, there is the amount of money which is called the wage bill, over 4 trillion, which is allocated to be meant for the workers. The challenge we have that it is not properly appropriated, you'll find that there is a sector which is more favored and another one is disregarded. So we are saying that let that wage bill, we sit together and we appropriate it properly, equally, without discrimination. Even the Constitution emphasizes equal work for equal pay without discrimination. So we are saying that there is no reason to pay one person 76 million when there is one whom you are paying 250,000. It is really unrealistic. There is no reason why one government officer owns 3 vehicles of 3,000 cc when there is one who is not even having a bicycle to use to go to work. Why should government allow somebody to
So you want government to cut down the cost of public administration?
Yeah.
Okay,
the wage bill, actually.
Okay, let me also speak to you about issues that concern still about money, because even us and everyone else who is not into local government, but the issues concerning money, you are the representative of the workers on NSSF, and we see what's happening with NSSF, the investigations here in Parliament and also the IGG. You as the workers representative, what is happening at NSSF and how are you concerned for the work on behalf of the workers?
Why can't we comment it later? Because let us handle one issue at a time. Because now I'm specifically handling for local government workers union, and if I bring in the other,
the workers will see that you had our representative, then you didn't.
I'm available. You have to receive that one, then another one you can invite me.
Your final word to the government, but also especially Minister of Public Service and Parliament, as well as all the relevant authorities as per your demands.
Okay, fellow local government workers, I'm here standing on your behalf, and we must really make sure that it is us to talk for ourselves. Nobody else is going to talk for ourselves. You can delegate any other thing, but you cannot delegate your personal development. So this is an issue affecting us as local government workers. So it is the time for us to come out and talk for ourselves.
Omanyi?
We have been listening to government promises and complying to them, listening to them, but the way they trend, we are seeing that as if they're the type of people who may not be bound by their word. So under such a situation, we have to compel them by applying a method that will make them comply to their word.
My own concern is about that compelling. When you try to compel the government, doesn't even act, because this is not the first time. I know it's not. You listen to you go for meetings, and then you come back. Some people call it speaking in tongues. You come out and then speak in tongues after meeting them.
There is nothing like that, and I don't think that this time around local government workers are ready to sleep on their right, because this is an issue affecting them. The people who are not obliging. The cost of living is so high, they can't afford even the basics. They are living in poor housing conditions. They cannot even meet the basics of their families. So I don't think that any sensible and reasonable local government worker this time will choose to sleep on their right when there is a chance for them to talk for themselves. I don't think so.
Hassan Rabai Mudiba, the Secretary General of Uganda Local Government Workers Union, thank you so much for sharing these insights into your notice to the Minister of Public Service and the relevant authorities. Stephen Imbidon Fefeswe Chibuga, on my own behalf of my camera person here, Brian Kayondo, and the entire team, Henry there, in the director of Fat Shafiq, Chris Higenyi, Priscilla Regina Naruga, and the entire team here on Morning at NTV. Thank you so much.